So what will be the Fourier transform of x of omega? X of omega is nothing but, you can write 2s pi by summation n equal to minus infinity to infinity x of n del of omega minus n omega s. Okay. So if we put the x of n equal to 1 by ts, the signal will be n omega s. Okay. Just take the ts outside. You can take this ts outside because no n term is there. So it will be 2s pi by ts summation n equal to minus infinity to infinity del of omega minus n omega s. Okay. So what will be the plot now? Delta function, sum of delta function, okay, from minus infinity to infinity, and it will be shifted also. If this is that for n equal to 1, it will be shifted by right side by omega s. If omega minus omega s, this is the omega s shifted, and then we have to summed up like that. This is the sum of the impulse signal. Twice omega s, thrice omega s, minus omega s, minus twice omega s, minus thrice omega s. Okay, it's go up to infinity, from minus infinity to infinity. What is the amplitude of this signal? You can write like 2s pi by ts. Okay, like that also you can write. We completed. Let me give some properties. Similarly, as we have discussed the properties of Fourier series, the Fourier transform also has properties and which are similar with the Fourier transform, Fourier series. So if you know the properties of Fourier series derivation, then you can easily do the properties or prove the properties of Fourier transform. Okay, these are the similar. Sir, at t equal to 0, impulse signal is infinity. No, sir. Then how will we get 1 by ts? Somebody question. If t equal to 0, impulse signal is infinity. Okay. And now, sir, then how we will get the 1 by ts? So something tricky is there. You should remember something like delta in equation. We have write delta t equal to infinity when t equal to 0, and 0 for t not equal to 0. Okay. But when we plot graph, when we represent the signal delta t, how we can write? Suppose something xt equal to given del t. Okay. Then how we can we write? So the xt equal to delta t is given. Okay. Okay. At t equal to 0, there is some spec is there, delta t. Okay. So sometimes it is written, you should remember this, sometimes if this is a delta signal, sometimes it's written 1. Okay. If xt, this is xt, sometimes it is written 1. This 1 is means something 1 is here, no? This one is that does not mean that its amplitude is 1. It means that its area is 1. Okay. Like that, what is the waveform of x of t thrice delta t? Can you represent? Can you draw this signal? Understand what I am saying? When signal x of t equal to thrice t is given, how will be the signal? It is also infinity if you represent with this time domain signal. But if you are plotting, okay, then x of t you can write, okay, thrice at 0 t, because here this thrice is does not mean that amplitude of the impulse signal. It means that area of the impulse signal is 3. Understand? It's represent the area in case of impulse signal. That's why sometimes you may confuse. Okay, how it will be? It should be infinity. Somebody said the amplitude is infinity, but you are saying this. But the representation, we have to think this is nothing but area. Okay, area of the signal. That's thing you should remember back of the mind for the impulse signal. Okay. So I think I have given your answer. Others, you may get confused for the impulse signal, because okay, then come to the properties of Fourier transform. First property we know, linearity, similar to the Fourier series. Okay, linearity. What this property says, if x of t, why this property is required to study? Okay, because we can find easily the Fourier transform of some signal with applying the concept of Fourier this property. Okay, that's why we have to study this property very well. That's why it's required. We can solve the problem very easily. Ft equal to, if x of omega and something yt equal to, Fourier transform is y of omega, then linearity property says a of xt plus b of yt is nothing but, Fourier transform is nothing but a of x of omega plus b of y of omega. Okay. So let me prove. Proof is very easy. I'm not given for the Fourier series. That also you can do the Fourier series also if you know this thing. Fourier transform property. Let me give the proof. Fourier transform of a of x of t plus b of y of t is given by If we have think now this is y of omega, okay, or you can write z f of omega, not y of omega. Already y of omega is there. If this is, if we write as a f of omega, then f of omega will be integration minus infinity to infinity xt now is a of xt plus b of yt e to the power minus say omega t dt. Okay, very easy. Just then f of omega equal to the break down the integration with this term minus infinity to infinity a of xt e to the power minus j omega t dt plus integration minus infinity to infinity b of yt e to the power minus j omega t dt. Okay, take the outside a, this will be x of omega. Take the b outside, this would be y of omega. Okay, proved. So here I am not giving, like this f of t like a x of t plus b y of t, because it will get you confused, because somebody asked that day about the question. They think with this to all the part. Okay, so I am not giving like this, it will make you confused. So instead of I am writing the things. Okay, the Fourier transform of x, a x of t, b y of t. Okay, then it will not confuse you. So in the previous also you can, in the Fourier series also you can write like this. If you're going to write fs like this or ft, then it will get you confused. That's why I am writing like this. Please take the note and let me know if you finished. It's already 11:30. Please let me know if you complete. I have to stop the class here.